Hey everybody, it's your boy Gaby, and I am still sick. While I've been battling all my skin falling off, we put the Yaris back together. And I could not have put the Yaris back together without Mikey and Shy's help. I have zero energy, and so having their help put this back together with me I couldn't have done it without them. So thank you very much, Mikey and his girlfriend Shy. You guys are the best. I really appreciate you both very much, because this is a massive job, even if you are feeling good, and not feeling good and trying to stick to a filming and upgrade schedule is just whew. Pretty close. All right, Shy.
Okay, we passed that. Nice.
Shibi.
I'm not trying to coddle, buddy.
Legs. Now it's time to just put everything else together, fill it up with fluid. So the Yaris kind of has a unique MAF sensor setup. It's part of the stock airbox, which I don't want to use the stock airbox because I'm going to be supercharging this car. For right now, I'm just running a cold air intake. But in order to run a cold air intake, you have to do some custom stuff. I found the STL files for a cold air intake MAF sensor tube for a Prius. This is close. Diameter-wise, this is perfect, but MAF sensor layout-wise, it's not. So I took some measurements and I made this one. This fits the Yaris MAF sensor perfectly. However, this has nowhere to directly mount it, and it makes your car run like this. So from there, I did a ton more measuring and math and came up with the current version that is in the car right now, which makes it run beautifully. Like I said, I'm going to be supercharging the Yaris in the next couple episodes, so this is not a permanent fixture. This is a temporary fixture. I am probably going to reuse this MAF sensor adapter I made, but it's not going to be ported to a cold air intake. It's going to be ported to an electronic supercharger. Speaking of in the engine bay, I have been really into a TV show called Gypsy Sisters. I've been watching nothing but Gypsy Sisters since I've been sick. You know, lighthearted, feel-good programming to make you feel good inside, and you know, something inspirational and enjoyable while you don't feel good. So I dyed my hair blonde and I decided to bedazzle my valve cover.
Neat. In case you're wondering what the ancestral lifestyle is, it's neat, okay?
After bedazzling my valve cover, I started to feel a little bit better, so let's throw a spoiler on Mikey's truck.
Yeah.
Swoop. I went swoop.
Doing the first initial testing of the new lightweight flywheel and all the mods that we did to Mikey's truck, I have realized a problem with the Yaris. This thing now spins my super sticky race tires like no tomorrow. Yes, my PSI is at about 32 right this second because it's at like a street driving daily driver PSI, but I slid that entire first pass. That was just all of first and then a little bit of second, and then I lifted because I was just wasting tire. Someone should fix that. So my plan when these tires wear out, which will be very soon, I'm gonna do some wider wheels and some wider rims to get more of a contact patch down on the ground because this thing be sliding. I own two Yarises, so I want to do a side-by-side comparison between one that has a stock flywheel and this one with an aluminum flywheel and show you guys the real difference. I think it makes a pretty big difference. The car is so much snappier, it revs so much faster, and it really helped open it up and pep it up in the spots where it was a little bit laggy and a little bit kind of lackluster. It really woke this thing up a lot. I'm probably going to be doing that in the next episode because I'm planning on adding in a supercharger in the next episode, so it'd be a good time to do that before this has a significant boost in horsepower over the other one. All right, yeah, so with all that being said, I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope your skin isn't peeling off of your hands like mine is, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.